K'daai Destroyers are Drazhoath's strongest army and strongest Chaos Dwarf doomstack in general, and you can actually recruit them for free. Here is how. Okay, so in order to recruit K'daai Destroyers for free, you will need an Overseer, high level one, and you will need to put points into Serve or Die, that reduces recruitment cost by 15%, and Adjutant, which is another minus 15% for recruitment. Next, you need a technology in the military tree, which is mandatory service. It reduces recruitment cost by another 10%, so that's minus 40 for now. Next, you need a commandment, military doctrine, which reduces recruitment cost by another 20%. That's minus 60. And then you need 4 ancillaries in order for them to be free. And this is the K'daai Hellsmith Ancillary. So basically you need a Lord and 3 heroes in the army. You put these ancillaries on them. Each one reduces recruitment cost by 10%. So if you have a Lord with this ancillary and then 3 heroes, that's minus 100. And you can recruit them completely for free. However, it's very random, because this ancillary comes from Tower of Zar's seat, and it's a random drop. So in 145 turns I only managed to get 3 of those. You can get none, you can get more than this. It's completely random drop. In a very late game, they are 1 turn recruitment for me. In order to do this, you also need to stack a couple of recruitment duration reductions. So first one is also technology. Here in the military seat, it's a mass production. It reduces global recruitment duration by 1 turn. Next, in Tower of Zar, at tier 3, you have a military district, which reduces, once you unlock it, it reduces recruitment duration by another minus 1 turn. And next, the War Machine building. For tier 2, tier 3 and tier 5, which reduces global recruitment duration by minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3 turns. So basically, Chaos Dwarfs really like to recruit globally. They can recruit any unit in 1 turn with enough of those reductions. On top of that, you can also get reductions from having enough of military war machine buildings, actually. But even with single one of those on a campaign map, you can reduce global recruitment duration by minus 5. So I have 2 of those armies. One is with Drazhoath over here, and another one is here smashing Dark Elves. And once you recruit this, let me show you what you get actually. In this battle, K'daai Destroyers faced 4 late game armies of Dark Elves, full of Dark Shards and Shades, a couple of Hydras and a lot of Medusas. Dark Elves are especially dangerous because their missile units have armor-piercing missile damage. So I started the battle by moving K'daai Destroyers in the forest to negate some of their arrows, which really paid off. But even without that, the Destroyers were really killing them easily. And the main thing you have to pay attention to is to constantly give them charge orders, because against infantry, the main damage source of K'daai Destroyers is actually impact and splash attack. They are not great against infantry if they just stay in a prolonged fight. Okay, so the next battle is an ambush battle. I got caught in an ambush by 3 late game Dark Elf armies, also full of Shades and Dark Shards with armor-piercing missiles, and also settlement garrison. So it was about 3.5 armies. This K'daai Destroyer Doomstack really doesn't care about being ambushed. So as long as they don't take excessive damage from armor-piercing missiles, they are fine. Slight problem here was that their Hydras and Charybdis were able to slow down some of the K'daai Destroyers, because they also have a lot of mass. but as long as some of the K'daai Destroyers get in contact with enemy missile units and prevent them from shooting, it's fine. So yeah, this battle took also some time to finish, but K'daai Destroyers won it easily. And this is the last battle I want to show you. This is a battle against two late game Khorne armies. Lots of large monsters, heavy hitting infantry, and two flying lords. So in this battle I also had the Lamassu, sorcerer on Lamassu, which I actually landed and used him on the ground, mixed between all of those K'daai Destroyers, so that Khorne units cannot, and especially flying lords, cannot kill him in the air. And by staying on the ground, K'daai Destroyers protected him and eventually killed everything, while the sorcerer was negating magical attacks from demonic units. Okay, let me show you how we can actually make this army as strong as possible. So in order to make it super strong, you need, of course, Hellforge upgrades for K'daai units. You want them breakable, of course, because those units can crumble if they start losing melee. It's more essential for K'daai Fireborn than K'daai Destroyers, but even they can take a lot of damage fast and start crumbling. Next, Perfect Vigor is really good. It allows them to fight better, not lose stats as fights goes on. Next, Barrier. It's really good. It allows them to take more damage as they fight, and it can replenish, so it's amazing. Personally, I like to take Missile Block Chance and Missile Resistance, but it can depend. If you go against heavy missile armies, like any sort of Elves, Dwarfs, even the Empire, or maybe Zinch, it's amazing. But if you go up against armies that don't have missile units, like Khorne or probably Greenskins, you can change this to Forge Fire or Devastating Flanker or Charge Bonus. Those are also good buffs. Next, they are best in the Drazhoath's army actually, because he boosts them a lot. Over here, he provides them with 15% extra ward save for all K'daai units and weapon strength. He also decreases armament cost for increasing of capacity. Next, he also reduces upkeep of K'daai units and provides Dark Renown, which allows him to boost their melee attack by 8. Right, then Drazhoath's equipment. With his talisman, he provides 5% ward save to all units in his army, and also plus 5 leadership, but that doesn't matter because K'daai Destroyers are unbreakable. Next, you want a banner, Oath of Contempt, which goes on Drazhoath, and it provides another plus 10% of physical resistance to all units in 35-meter radius. Another useful thing is that if you are fighting armies with magical attacks, you probably want the Lamassu, and the best for it is Demonsmith Sorcerer of Hashut, which doesn't really have any real fighting purpose in this army except to ride the Lamassu and negate magical attacks nearby, but also to cast single casts of Ash Storm, while Drazhoath casts Overcasted. Since K'daai Destroyers have flaming attacks, you can stack single cast and Overcasted Ash Storm to further increase their damage. And that's it for the Drazhoath's army, and if you want to see the best Zatan's army, which CA actually killed, you should check my previous video. See ya.